Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So this slide, I will give the link to get this slide. So we'll go through this slide today. Hopefully in the right class. This is my name and my email address. You can contact me through email and you can contact me through WhatsApp using that phone number. Okay. I think all of you have that. Next, I want to share this cartoon. I find this cartoon funny. This boy is in front of a laptop and said to the parents, "You don't have to worry about my future anymore. I just downloaded an entire college education." So, I just want to highlight that whatever we're teaching in engineering ethics or I don't know other subjects, you can find it online. Okay, you don't even have to attend my class. You can go to Harvard or Oxford or Sheffield or any university out there, UKM, UPM, right? And you can download the slides and videos. So education is not only downloading and reading. It's about understanding and internalizing. So you need to understand and also internalize. So that's the role of the class, where we are supposed to have interaction. You ask me question, we discuss. That will increase your understanding and hopefully you will internalize. Internalize means it enters your brain and your heart. The most important thing is it enters your heart. When knowledge, ilm, enters your heart, you will change, right? You will inshallah become a better person. So that's actually the aim of education in Islam, for us to become a better Muslim, inshallah. Okay, so next. And also, since this is the first class after 2 months of no class, how do you feel? Are you excited to come to class or no? You can unmute to answer me. Don't let me speak alone. This is supposed to be two-way. Otherwise, I can just make a video. Answer me. How do you feel?
Yes. I missed the class.
You missed the class, Nazri, huh? Who else?
I finally woke up early today, which I didn't for a long time.
Why?
Because we didn't have any class, so we used to sleep until Dhuhr. Now there's
you have a purpose to wake up.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So we need to say, I'm also, every day I'm a teacher, I'm a lecturer. Not seeing students is really weird for 2 months. And, it feels really, what's the word? Detached. So I'm very happy to teach. Even if there's only one person over here, I'll be happy teaching. Because, as a human being, first we need interaction. Number 2 is knowledge. When you come to class, we are in the garden of min raudatil jannah, right? So from the gardens of the heavens. So this knowledge, what I call it, what's the word, knowledge gathering. So there are lots of malaikah here, and inshallah the malaikah will make dua for us. So it very much depends on our intention. Our intention will determine our action. Why are we learning? Why are we coming to class? Is it just to make sure that we are not bored? If that's your intention, then your action will act accordingly. But if your intention to learn for the sake of Allah, so that you become a better person, you can contribute to the ummah, to the society, to the world, then your action will follow suit. You will work very hard. So this, as I mentioned, is the first class after nearly 2 months or more than 2 months. We should relook at our intention, so that every second that we are learning, we'll get the reward from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And there's a hadith saying that those on the path of studying, like you, all of you, Allah will make you an easy path to Jannah, easy path to the paradise. So it's a very great motivation and glad tidings for the students and also for me teaching. Okay. Next. So here I will go through the adab, ethics of students during our online class. We have to go through this. And please listen carefully. And first, Allah, the Zoom, free Zoom is only 40 minutes. So I have another 10 minutes. So if suddenly it goes off, I will give another link. It's the same in the morning. So don't be shocked. I will give another link and we'll enter it again, inshallah. So what's the adab of teleconferencing or online meeting, online class? Number one, okay, this time it's okay because maybe you don't know, although I already put this picture inside the WhatsApp group. But next time you need to follow, otherwise I will not admit you. I just ignore you. Okay. So number one, this is to teach adab, discipline. Number one, to ensure that your profile name is your real name with metric number. Okay, so I can see some of you with names and some of you without metric number. It will help me. So next time during the attendance, I don't have to ask one by one. I can just like look through the chat and I know who's there and not there. Okay. Number two, prepare materials beforehand. Okay, in this class, in Jan, we the lecturers, there are 3 lecturers, we already discussed, and we're going to do maybe half videos and half face-to-face. Why? Because we hear your feedback from the survey that we did. Some of you are using mobile data. So, this face-to-face is taking a lot of mobile data. The more the number of students in that platform, the higher the bandwidth it will use. Therefore, so we will prepare you videos. Okay, I will give you the link after this. So watch the video. So the aim, every time the class next time or next week, starting next week, I expect you to already watch the video. So I will not discuss what's in the slides. In the class, we are supposed to I already assume you know, and we just discuss what you have seen. Okay. Then be early. Okay. So our class at 2 o'clock. So when I give you the link, you can enter. You will enter the waiting room. So until 2 o'clock, then I will admit all of you. So don't come late. If you come late like today, it's troublesome to me. I have to keep on adding you. Okay, so while teaching, I have to add you. So if you're there already like 5 minutes before or 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes before, I can add everybody in one click. Get dressed in a formal class attire. Okay, so although we are not face-to-face, we are not in the university classroom, but we are, as I mentioned, in the garden of knowledge, garden of Jannah, min Raudatil Jannah. So when we are in this place and we are seeking knowledge, we are encouraged to wear properly and as smart as possible, right? So try, and especially covering the aura, number 1. Covering the aura properly, number 2. And then 3 is to don't wear pajamas or things like, because it will be recorded as well. Number 3, the next one, inform family or housemate that you'll be on a virtual call. So if you are in the house, you can tell your family so that they know. Upon entry, switch on your camera. So as I mentioned, it's an adab to switch on your camera unless your camera has something wrong. Otherwise, you have to switch on the camera. Right? So next time, I don't have to ask you, entering already, switch on the camera. Make sure you properly wear already. Number 2, mute your microphone so that you won't, there's spelling error here, so that you won't, disturb the class. And then hello or identify yourself. If I ask you to say who you are, you're supposed to unmute. And during the meeting, ask for consent before recording any part of the session and before posting any part of the session. Okay, I will record all our classes and I will upload it in my YouTube. I will give you the link after this. So that is for me. For you, if you want to record and also upload in your own platform, you need to ask permission from me first. Okay, because before I upload, I will also edit first to ensure that there are some things that are not supposed to be there, shouldn't be there. And I will record everything, including the chats. And then please participate in the class because as I mentioned, there's no point coming to face but no interaction. It's better that I just make a video and just watch. In a class, we're supposed to have participation. And another adab, right? In Islam, if you need to leave the session at any time, please notify your lecturer in the chat box. In Islam, right, if you enter a gathering or anything, if you want to move out or leave the gathering, you need to ask for permission from the person in charge. So that's from Islam. So if you want also to leave, you can, but ask permission first. Okay, any question here? Any question? When I ask, you can unmute, right? Don't let me talk alone. This is unfair. Otherwise, saya pun akan mogok. It is okay?
There's one person want to join the class.
There's one person who wants to join the class. Mana saya kena stop kejap. Oh yes, I can. Okay, thank you for telling me. Dah masuk. Okay, any question on this? Ada? No?
No, Adam.
Okay. Thank you. So before that, you can do you know that you can show reaction? If you go bottom of your screen, there's a kenapa tak ada pula? Oh, so because I share. Oh, okay. There's a reaction button. Reaction button. Can you see yes, you can see Akmal making like this. So in the reaction button, they have two buttons, like this and clapping. Okay, so use that. If I don't see you because I have too many of you, if I say okay, put like that. Yes, put like that. No, maybe don't do anything. Right, okay. Right, now it's a new reality, okay? So this COVID-19 and this class, never in your entire life you will imagine that we will have this kind of class, right? So during my 10 years of teaching, also nothing ever happened like this. So everything happens for a reason, and everything happens, Allah makes everything happen, including COVID-19. So that's as a Muslim, that's how we look at it. And whether it's good or bad, it's within Allah's, hikmah. Allah, what's hikmah in English? What's hikmah in English? Huh?
Wisdom.
Huh? Talk louder, I cannot hear you.
Wisdom.
Tak dengar.
Silver lining.
Silver lining? Boleh lah.
Wisdom.
Huh?
Most common.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Thank you. Wisdom. So there's a wisdom from whatever happens. And in Islam, the Prophet taught us, if we receive good news, what do we say? Who can tell me? Yeah. If we receive good news, what do we say?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Is that Alhamdulillah alone, or there are longer version of it? Tak ada? The Prophet said, you can go and find this.
It's a blessing.
Yes? Cannot hear you.
It's a blessing.
I cannot hear you. Can you hear? Maybe it's not clear. I'm not sure who's speaking. Cannot see here. When I share the screen, I cannot see everybody.
He's saying it's a blessing.
It's a blessing, yes. But I'm saying the Prophet taught us, if we hear good news, we say Alhamdulillahilladzi bi ni'matihi tatimmus salihat, which means Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah, the one who perfected all good things. Okay, so when we hear good news, we should say that. That's the Prophet taught us. And if you hear not so good news, or not so good news, bad news, what do we say?
Inna lillahi.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. Yes. And also, if bad news, not in terms of dying, but some things that you're not happy to hear.
Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
Yes. Allah, the Prophet taught us, Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. So that's the beauty of a Muslim, right? In any situation, he will say Alhamdulillah. So Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal means, who can tell me what it means?
على كل حال.
Oh, we stop at Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal.
Yes.
Okay, so Alhamdulillah. So everything, as a Muslim, everything we thank Allah, including this situation of COVID-19. And there's an aim. Every time Allah gives us trial or tribulation, what's the aim? Anybody can share? What's the aim or objective when Allah gives us a trial? Because Allah hates us? No? If no, what's the reason?
Test our iman.
Allah loves us.
Huh?
To give
Louder, I
forgiveness.
cannot hear you. Huh?
To give forgiveness.
To give forgiveness. Yes.
It's also to test
It's a
our
test.
Yes. I cannot see.
belief
So just
in Allah,
stop.
so He could see
Could see.
a test from. It will be a test from Allah to see our belief if it's strong enough
Yes. Why Allah
to,
want to test you?
to overcome this test.
Overcoming what?
Wants to will to see if we have enough patience to overcome the troubles that we're having, and that's a definition of a true Muslim. Let's say, who does not give up on any obstacle that he faces.
Okay, right? So the reason why Allah gives His trials and tribulation, because Allah loves us. He wants us to become a better person, a better Muslim, and a better slave. So that's the objective. So we need to fulfill the objective. So if Allah gives a trial and we become a worse Muslim, right? We become further from Allah. So we are actually failing the test. So Allah wants us to become better, wants to upgrade us, right? So that's why Allah gives this test. So I hope that all of us during this, we should do a lot of muhasabah on ourselves. Reflect. Am I a good Muslim? Am I following Islam 100%? If not, why not? And do I have enough knowledge about Islam? If no, why? Why not? So this is the time to reflect, and us collectively, we need to ask forgiveness from Allah, so that Allah will forgive us and have mercy and remove us from this trial. And until then, we need to do a lot of istighfar and ask Allah for forgiveness. In the same time, do reflection on ourselves. Have I become a better Muslim or not out of this COVID-19? If not, then we have failed this test. Okay, so for Allah, it's the same whether you have COVID-19 or no. Allah just wants you to push you to become a better Muslim. Okay, right. So because of this, a new reality. So we, the lecturers, have discussed, and we come up with a new course assessment. Okay, and we would like to hear from you. So if you look at the bottom, there's no final. Okay, so this the what do you call it? That's the consensus. We are trying to have no final, therefore 100% carry mark. And this is wrong. Please note that this is wrong. Case study, there will be only one case study, and it's individual. And the total percentage of the case study is 30%. 30. It's a lot. Okay, and it's from PO7. Okay, you need to read again, go back to the course outline, see what is PO7. I will give you, I haven't upload, I will upload to you the course outline again. The project group, so that is 30%, and 50% majority of the marks will come from project group. And if you fail the project group, you will fail Gen. Okay, it will come from PO6 and PO8. So when you do your case study, your project, make sure you are fulfilling PO6 and PO8. I will go further detail on the project, how we're going to do this. There's some modification from the previous, what we have discussed before. And assignment, each lecturer will have their own assignment of 20%. This can be from PO6 and or PO7 and or PO8. So I haven't decided what kind of assignment to give. So this will also be individual. So you have 50% individual and 50% group marks. Okay, any question? Do you have any thoughts on this? Krik. Yes. Any thoughts?
The group project is still like the same project before, right?
I will discuss after this. There's some slight difference. Okay. The case study, case study is we will give you a scenario, you need to discuss the scenario. That's a case study. Assignment, not sure yet. I'm thinking, not sure yet. Depends. Maybe I need to do Salatul Istikharah. What's the 20% to give? Okay. Now, the project. So this is the project 50%. The theme is slightly changed. Previously, it was contributions of engineers to IIUM society. Now, we shorten it. Contributions of engineers to society. So it can be any society, wherever you are in the world. Okay. So that's a theme. That's a new theme. Okay. And again, you can keep to the same group, maximum 5 per groups. And if you need approval letter or consent letter, everything need to go to me. So 50% consists of these marks over here. Proposal is 10%, portfolio is 25%, presentation is 15%. Now, you need to make a new, if you change your, the project, you need to have a new proposal. Even if you haven't, you don't want to change, you still need to submit to me the proposal in a new template. I will show you the template after this. Okay, so this is the main thing. Any question here?
Madam, my friend wants to join the meeting. Nur Shafika.
Okay. Alright, thank you for telling me. So, let's say, any thoughts on this? Any question? You don't have question?
The presentation.
Madam.
Yes?
Can you give us example of what contribution that we can give during this online?
Okay.
How do we contribute to society?
There are a lot of things you can. Okay, the one condition. There are a lot of conditions. For example, you need to ensure the health and safety, the social distancing, the everything. Make sure it's, because we will check on that. The other condition is that everybody, if you have 5 in the group, all the 5 students have to do the same weight. For example, you want to do a project to society, but only 2% doing the actual project, the rest is only secretary, design, so that cannot. Everybody has to do their own part. Maybe you need to do one instead of one project, but do it at multiple places. Okay, for example, okay, the other thing is about this project. If it can be any project, it can be as a normal individual. It doesn't have any technical. You can still pass the project, but you will have more marks if it's technical. It's more on the engineering side. So if you decided, everybody, let's sweep the floor, sapu, the floor of your masjid around your house. Okay, if that's a project, so the 5 of you have to do that, and you cannot have 2 only doing, or only 3 doing. The all 5 have to do. So you need to choose a project that each one of you can do it. So sweeping the floor is okay. It's contributions. Although whether we can question whether engineers are also human. Okay, but if you can do anything more technical, you get more bonus marks. Okay. Any more question? Tak ada soalan dah? Everybody happy?
Madam,
You can do it. Huh?
The presentation is supposed to be like this, like online. The presentation.
Yes, the presentation, it will be like this online. So you'll be doing like me. You'll be the teacher, and you need to share your slide and then speak, right? The reason why, because we need to we need to assess you. Need to ask questions. Okay, I will find like 2 or 3 judges to mark you. I will find volunteers, either other lecturers or engineers outside. It'll be interesting. Okay, so any more question? Am I answering your question? Is one? Okay, good. Other people? No? So,
Madam,
huh? Yes, Nazri?
does this project only involve planning, or we have to make the physical system?
Of course lah, physical system. Jen,
So,
huh? It's about contribution. It needs to be materialized. So that's why you cannot be too ambitious. You cannot make a. Actually, you can do many things, very smart things. You can do website for your masjid. So 5 of you doing 5 website for your masjid, or 1 masjid but 5 components of the website thing. I don't know, right? So your masjid will be happy, and you take photo of your Bilal, the Imam. I don't know. Right, they'll be happy, and then you have to tell them you're from IIUM and you're a student, and let the good name of IIUM goes everywhere. So, okay, am I answering your question? Okay, good. Any more question?
Madam.
Yes. Who are you?
So we need to.
Can you tell your name, or maybe next time you need to tell your name and question, because I cannot see your name.
Ahmad Khalil.
Khalil, yes.
So we need to send a new proposal and new progress for the new project.
Yes, true. You have to send a new proposal. I will show you after this the template of the proposal. This time we have a template, so we are more prepared. So there will be a template, just follow the template. So you need to submit a new proposal, and I'll give you the deadlines. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. Any more question before I go? No? I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including me. So the rest of you I cannot see. If you're quiet, you need to say something if you want to ask question. Okay, now let's go. Okay, now everything I will put in the Google folder. And this Google folder I put in the description of our WhatsApp group. If you go to our WhatsApp group, in the description I put this link, so you won't lose it. Hopefully lah, insyaAllah. So kalau hilang juga tak tahu nak kata. I already put it there. Okay, let's open it. Stop sharing first. Mana ni? I need to open it. Lama. It won't open. Sorry. Please bear with me. Have some difficulty here. Okay, so I need to share my screen. How do I share my screen again? Okay. Can you see my screen? Yes, no, don't know, don't care?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Yes, madam, yes.
Alright, thank you. So, okay, so if you go to this folder, you will see 2 folders and 1 document. So if you go to project folder, inside there, there's a rubric for proposal, template portfolio, and template for proposal. So let's look at the proposal template. So this you can download this. So you need to use this proposal template for your project. So it will be standardized. So can you see? I want to make to be bigger. So you need to have introduction, rationale, objective of the event, details of the project, outcome of the project or impact to the society, members and the responsibility, financial implication, and conclusion. If you want to add extra like the one we had before, please do so. You are not bound by only 6 or 7. You can add. If you want to add, it's bonus, right? You can add. So this is your proposal. So you need to follow this proposal. Put that. Then if you want to know how we will mark your proposal, I will also give you the rubric, how we mark. So you can study this if you want to get good marks. So for example here, introduction, how to get 8 or out of 10. So my advice to you, always look at this column. And if you try your best to fulfill this column, if you cannot, then at least you fall in the next column also, right? So for example, a good introduction or background should have basic purpose of the proposed project is introduced, and background clearly stated and supported with evidence. So if good, there's no evidence, right? So if you have there's no support with evidence, then you get 6 to 8. That's how it will work. So it has criteria for all, okay, including presentation of the proposal. Proposal looks like a professional proposal, or it just like is lacking in professionalism, the ideas are scattered and many language error observed, then the maximum you can get is only 4. Okay, so you can study this. This is also inside the Google folder.
Madam, could I ask what type of evidence that we should include in the introduction?
What type of evidence?
What kind of evidence? I didn't get this point.
Oh, what kind of evidence? Background, for example, you are saying, okay, I don't know, your masjid lacks of website for example, for your project, for their advancement. Therefore, the evidence will be you already interviewed the imam, okay, and you take the photo of the imam and you stated some conversation and you quote the imam. That's evidence. Or you say it's already maybe in their blog or their news feed or their Twitter, Facebook. That's also evidence. They say, oh, we don't have our website is under maintenance and it's stuck over there. Something like that. Okay? Any more question? Nah? Macam mana saya nak pergi balik folder tadi ya? Kejap ah. Hilang habis dah. Okay. I need to click again here. Did I click? Can you see? Hello? I cannot see you. You need to talk to me. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
madam.
Okay, so that's project, right? So if you go to that folder, you see the rubric for the proposal and also template portfolio for the project. So the portfolio, the 25% has a template. So you go there and you can fill in this template. Okay. Trying to see bigger. So everything there, just follow the project name. This more detail. So what is the objective, achieve or not achieve, purpose of the project, activities. So maybe the activities, you need to have a lot of activities to put here. And if you have 5, you need to show that the 5 people are doing the activities. Okay, if only 4, then I will cut mark. So you need to choose a project that all members can do it. So what are the changes incorporated? This is portfolio after the proposal, right? So you might propose something, and during your activities or the project, you need to change something. So maybe you can put it here. What changes incorporated, if there's any outstanding risk and issues, if there's any risk or issues. Okay, so you can read this, go through with this, and ask me more question next week. Hari Khamis on Thursday. So you can go and read this on your own. You can ask me question then. And also there also be I want you to do 3 minutes video of your part of your portfolio. 25% is a 3 minutes video. maximum 3, cannot be more than 3. Okay, so you need to also think of that. Go back. Next is slides. If you click here, there are slides here. We lecturers, we keep on putting slides. There's a my folder here. If you click on Madam Fazlin, the slide that I'm teaching today is here. Okay, so you can download it. So whenever I use any slide, I will put it there. And then this is the most important part, document. So as I mentioned, it will be 50-50 roughly. So we lecturers will do some, what do you call it? Okay. We will do some videos. So here's the list of the YouTube links. So I have done week 10, 11, 12. So we will start next week, inshallah, with week 4. This Thursday we'll talk about more on the project. So we have discussion on the project this Thursday. So you can read that and ask me more questions. We can discuss whether your topic is relevant or no. So week 4 is, so because from the course outline there'll be weeks, right? So week 4 will start next week, inshallah, and there'll be YouTube links, videos that you can watch. And my expectation is you already watch the video before you come to the class. Okay, so right, any question? Any question? No question? Right, so going back to my slide here. The deadlines, okay? The deadlines, case study, as I mentioned, it will be individual. So I will give you case study on the 22nd of June, and you have 1 week to do until 26th of June. Okay, this is 30%. So during that time, make sure you complete the case study. And the deadline for proposal is the 22nd of June, right? So you need to, from now, we can start working, and 26th of June, the final proposal should be submitted to me. I will give you where to upload. And deadline progress, your progress of your project will be on the 6th of July. You need to report to me what have you done in terms of progress of your project. And deadline of the portfolio, so the final, you need to submit the portfolio by 13th of July 2020. And your final presentation will be on the 27th of July. Okay, so you need to work. So this is the timeline. So you need to, what do you call it? Design your project to fit this timeline. Okay. Okay. Any question? So finish my presentation. Good. I stop sharing. So I want to see all of you. Any question? No?
Madam, I am Izwan.
Yeah.
So the YouTube video will contain about you explaining.
Speak louder, Izwan. Can you hear Farah? Farah, can you hear? You can hear him clearly?
Not so clear.
If clear, I will ask you to repeat. No?
Okay, the YouTube videos. The YouTube videos will contain about the topic will be learning. And in the meeting like this, we will discuss, or I don't understand about the YouTube videos. So we need to watch.
So basically, the YouTube video, all previously I have slides, right? And we'll go through the slides in the class normally. But this time, I won't go through, like this time, today, I go through slides, right? I will go one by one. So but next time after this, for the subject, I will not go through one by one. I will just say, okay, any question? I give you something to discuss, and already assuming you already know the topic. For example, ITCON. So I will say, okay, what do you think? You need to be prepared. You cannot say, oh, I don't know what's ITCON. Well, it's already in the video. Okay, so we will just have discussion. So everybody need to interact. Okay, good. Any more question? Anas, do you have question? A lot of mobile data. What you can do is you can discuss in WhatsApp or using Google Doc. Just put Google Doc and put given task to everybody, and they upload. Keep on from time to time uploading their progress over there. Okay. So you need to be very creative if it's your internet data is not a lot, and be what you call it, be rahmah. Have mercy to your friends. Some of your friends maybe don't have enough mobile data, so try your best to make sure that he also don't feel left out. Okay, and then you can discuss this in your portfolio, why you choose like that and how you do it, the method you do it and why. Okay, all right. So if no question, we can close the class. Okay, Izwan. Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya wa rasula. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma. Amin ya rabbal alamin.
Amin ya rabbal alamin. So thank you very much for being here. See you inshallah on Thursday. Let's close with tasbih kifarah and suratul as. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal 'asr. Innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa 'amilus solihat wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.